It's Wednesday, so we're back out on the porch. And this week's favorite find, I didn't find it. Mark from Kansas found it. He sent it in to me. And I think it's really cool because I love automotive stuff. So it's a Radiator badge from a late 20s Chevrolet. So he did a little research on it. Here's a picture of it. It's pretty cool looking. So then I did a little research on it. And specifically, it looks like 29 to 32. Originally, it would have been enameled blue and white. And it would have been like welded to the radiator. Specifically, the radiator shroud. So like right when you would see the car, you'd see the grille be at the top of the grille. Nice little Chevrolet emblem. Super cool find. So he said that he found it on his family's property, right in like a little driveway circle area. Really cool. These always make great display pieces. I've got a couple Radiator badges from different cars. I think on one of my favorite finds that I did was an Anderson Motor Company Radiator badge. Anyway, it's really cool. I love finding stuff like this. This is totally a favorite find. If anyone else out there has found stuff like this, send it to me. I love seeing this stuff. You can always send me a favorite find. And Mark, thank you so much for sending it in. Finds like this one don't really pop up as much as you would think. I haven't seen a lot of these particular types of Radiator badges. I've seen, and I found the smaller Chevrolet emblems, you know, where it's just like the bow tie. Those are the more commonly found things. Now, one thing that's interesting I noticed is that the one Mark found has 2 holes drilled in it. I don't think those are factory holes. I think at some point someone put holes in it and then affixed it to something. You know, I don't know if it had fallen off the car and they just drilled holes in it and put it back on. Who knows? You know, during that era, people weren't buying new cars every year. You know what I mean? It wasn't as much of a throwaway society. You know, someone might buy like a 1920 Chevrolet and drive it for 15 years, or as long as they could. You know what I mean? Times were also very tough back then. In that particular era, we're entering the Great Depression. So if you didn't have a car, there was a good chance you probably weren't going to get a car. Not for a while, at least. Not until probably sometime after World War II. I mean, we were selling cars, but not like we would go on to. Car culture would become mega huge. Actually, that's another interesting thing about the history of cars in America. You know, with the Model T, you get this real big boom in affordable cars. But then when we hit the Great Depression, you know, sales dropped for everyone. A lot of companies went by the wayside. They just fell off the face. They couldn't, you know, you can't sell cars. You go out of business. And then after World War II, things picked back up and you start seeing just a mega resurgence. And by the 50s, you start really seeing the like, buy a car one year, trade it in the next, and so on and so forth. That becomes more popular. Anyway, I really appreciate you sending that in, Mark. And as always, if you email me at igetthattreasure@gmail.com, I will send you stickers or any swag that I have at the time. But also send me some of your favorite finds, and I'll show them here on the channel. I think it's really cool. I like seeing the stuff that people find. Like now I feel like I got to go find one of these. And the truth is like, they're not being born in the ground. Once they're found, and they're not all over the place. So today I'm going to go do a little hunting, and maybe I'll find one. Man, wouldn't that be cool? And I can be like, look what I found. That probably won't happen, but I will find something. And if you go out hunting, you'll find something too, because it's out there. There's tons of treasure out there. Let's see, Friday we'll be back with a walk and talk, as we always are. We'll talk a little bit about hunts that are coming up and the culture and the state of metal detecting in 2025, where we're at with it. So I'll see you then. Thank you so much for watching. And thank you, Mark, for sending that in.